Hello, it's 10:59 p.m. So I'm just I'm just, fighting depression. So when you're down and depressed, it's very and I'm depressed for. So when you're down and depressed, it's not a good feeling, very difficult. But I made it today at work. And hold on. Y'all know I gotta turn off the light to save storage space on my phone. So I'm tired of being made to be trying to make me fearful and scared. So I'm hoping I can get to sleep good tonight, because I need sleep and I need rest. And I know I need to like, even though I had to force myself to get up and go to work and stuff like that, but just feeling like too depressed to do certain things. Like, but then some people try to make it like as if depression is equivalent to laziness, or like if you're depressed, that you're either lazy or dirty or nasty or something. So when you really don't want to be. But I don't need any pills. I don't need any pills or medication for my depression. All I need is the people to back off and leave me alone and stop abusing and harassing me. Stop trying to rob me of my happiness. And so I have I'm just yeah, that's all a person needs is, if you stop abusing and stop harassing me, then, maybe I can feel less, and stop threatening me. Maybe I can feel less depressed. And it's not a chemical imbalance in the brain. There's very same people who are causing you depression. Like, say, if you're too depressed to take a bath or a shower and you just lay in bed all day, you're depressed because of narcissistic abuse and bullying. And then those same people who got you in that state of being depressed, too depressed to take a shower or brush your teeth or take care of yourself, and then they turn around and make you more depressed by saying you're nasty and dirty. Or if you eat a lot because they got you, feeling a certain way, and you overeat to cope with what they're doing, and then they say you're greedy, and then they make you feel worse. But then, if they smoke cigarettes, they say that you stressed them out and caused them to smoke a cigarette. And it's your fault that they're smoking cigarettes. But then they'll tell you that You don't want to take a bath because you want to be dirty or you want to be nasty, and it's nobody's fault but your own, and stop blaming other people. But then they can tell you it's your fault that you made them mad and you made them feel the need to smoke a cigarette. So all kinds of games, and they know exactly what they're doggone doing. So this video won't be uploaded until tomorrow. So I'm gonna get me a way to upload this tomorrow. So I'm also planning to show y'all that surprise. So, but I mean, that's why I wanted to get to take off this week. But I'm glad I worked today, and hopefully get to work tomorrow. And if I get to work tomorrow and get paid Wednesday and nothing happens, then that will give me enough cushion to get to pay for another week to get to stay here, and plus have a little money for groceries or food or whatever. But I would have better cushion if I can work Wednesday also. But I have to brace myself if they, scared of, because of the threats being made at me, me being scared of being the possibility of being dismissed, fired, or being afraid of being locked up in a mental institution or jail, with the threats, online threats being made at me. So I'm just trying to hold on. I mean, more threats were made at me, and I talked about it. But I realized that the J Demon Rotten shit perp, Jessica, she was the first to follow me on my this Twitter account. And I didn't know who she was for a long time. And then it took me a while to catch on and figure out that it was her. So I blocked her. And so it's like, why would you go and be eager to follow somebody you have a problem with or who you don't like? If you don't like me, then why? I don't see, me personally, if I don't like you, I'm not subscribed to you on YouTube, and I'm not following you on Twitter. And if I had an Instagram or Facebook, I don't follow people who I don't like. I do not follow people who I don't like, or I don't subscribe to the accounts of people who I don't like or who I have a problem with or my enemies. If you really don't like me, block me, and don't even come back on my page. So it looks like on Twitter, the Jessica perp who's been threatening me, she's come to find out I saw her bullying, harassing bullying and harassing other people on Twitter also. I mean, what miserable person you are that you feel the need to meddle in the business of online strangers and go around bullying people. I mean, as I said, why don't you stick to worshiping Dollar General? Which, that's a store I hate. So, speaking of Dollar General, I hated Dollar General for many years because one time, it was my senior year in high school, and I bought a perm for my hair, hair relaxer, and didn't know that it was expired and didn't know that perms have expiration date. And so the fake foster mom berated and condemned me, and her sister Mickey told me, "Good, I hope all your hair burns out." So ever since then, I quit liking Dollar General for a long time. So when I told that Lisa Rubian lady, that fake Christian lady that tried to do fake deliverance on me, she tried to get me to shop at Dollar General, and I told her no, I don't like Dollar General, and I avoided Dollar General like the plague for years. And I told her, what the foster mom and her sister Mickey did to me. And so Miss Lisa Ruby was like, "Well, it's not Dollar General's fault." Well, shucks, they had expired doggone perms, hair perm. But my hair. I mean, New Orleans people are evil like that, always telling you what bad they hope will happen to you. Or they'll tell you what you deserve to happen to you. Like they tell you deserve that you get raped. I mean, you deserve to get raped. Or they'll tell you they hope you get shot in the face. Or they hope you get food poisoning. They hope this happened to you. They hope that CPS will come and take your kids or something like that. They just use their mouths to wish and hope bad things to happen to you. Or they'll tell you, "Oh, you're going to wind up getting sick as a dog," and then you end up getting sick as a dog. Right when they say you're going to wind up getting sick as a dog, and then you get sick. Like, the day after Blake's funeral, my biological sister Ramona tried to tell, the night after, she tried to say, "Oh, watch, you're going to get sick. You're going to catch a very bad cold, or you're going to get really, really sick." I said, "No, I'm not. I was super sick, like with a cold or with a bad cold for like at least 3 weeks." or they'd be like say if you in New Orleans and you out, if you get wet from the rain, they'll be like, "Well, why should you catch pneumonia?" Like evil shit like that. Like the foster aunt Mickey, the foster mom's sister, Adrian Felder's sister Mickey. It was our junior year. No, we were 15, our sophomore, going on to transitioning to junior year in high school during the summer. And they had these barbecue cheeseburgers. They tasted good enough to die over. But I did not know that Mickey had left them out for hours. And she told me, "Good, I hope you get sick as a dog." And then I was fucking sick. And then Mickey forced me to suffer and wouldn't take me to the doctor. Or she was a nurse too, and refused to treat me for food poisoning or anything like that. And then falsely accused me of faking sickness for attention. And I don't remember if it was me or my twin sister that Mickey had I no, I think it was my twin sister with the ear infection. Because I didn't remember which one of us that had the ear infection. And Mickey was more evil than the foster mom, than her sister Ann. Adrian Felder, who they call Ann. So, yeah, I think it was my twin sister that Mickey falsely accused her of intentionally putting water in her ear and causing herself an ear infection. That's the type of abusive shit they did us in foster care. Now, I'm come to think, now that I'm telling the story, Mickey probably she probably poisoned those burgers on purpose. I mean, Mickey was evil enough that she'll holler that you're stealing if you take water without asking at her house. And I'm like, we ought to be like family if you knew us from babies. And here we like 15 years old, and you'll berate and shun us for getting water without asking. Just water. And then if we ask for water, the answer is no. Mickey tortured and starved us in Alabama. She starved us in Alabama and was abusive to us for 3 weeks. And while the foster mom went on a fake Del Mar cult convention and felt like she needed a respite from us. So then when we went by that lady, Miss Fine, Beatrice Fine, and then when me and my twin sister, when Miss Fine was being abusive, then we call her Miss Burnt. Well, Miss Fine, that was the one who admitted to me that foster parents get money for taking in foster kids, and that they get even more money once the child is labeled special needs and put on psychiatric medication. Then they get bigger bonuses. Why aren't y'all protesting that scam and fraud? So Miss Fine was nice to me at first and was love bombing me and stuff, but having problems with my twin sister. And then after that, Miss Fine was a lady who did respite, like foster care respite, when the foster family supposedly felt like they needed a break from when they felt like too stressed out, or if they wanted to go on a vacation or something, and then they have us in temporary respite care. So then, the second time I went by Miss Fine, she abused me and had her granddaughter the 10-year-old granddaughter put ammonia in my food, in my cereal, and then they tried to force me to eat it, and I didn't want to eat it. And then I was supposed to go drive for driver's ed that day, and I couldn't perform properly, plus I was sleep deprived. And I nearly failed. That's a different story to talk about the driver's ed experience. But I nearly failed the driving, like going to driving, driver's ed, because, and then the driver's ed teacher ended up faulting and blaming me, even when I told him what they did to me and what happened. And then Miss Fine, she kicked me out of her house and would not allow me to go get back and get my belongings and some very important stuff. And then the social worker, Miss Karen Pierce, that hardcore butch man dyke social worker, Karen Pierce, try to confront me and say, why did you threaten those people at their house and tell them you know where all the knives at in the house? And I'm like, why would I say that if we're not even allowed in the doggone kitchen or we're not allowed to touch anything? And that lady, Miss Fine, she didn't have cameras in her house, but we thought it was strange that Miss Fine had so many mirrors in her damn house. Mirrors everywhere you turn. And she was a narcissistic abuser. And she tried to torment me with so-called gospel music and calling me the devil and saying that the devil is a liar and stuff like that, while torturing and abusing me and stuff like that. I mean, who's the devil if you poison a 17-year-old child's food and then you turn around and lie on me and said that I threatened everybody with a knife and said that I know where all the knives in the house were and stuff like that, when I mentioned nothing about a knife. But they did that to cover up them trying to, force me to eat cereal with I don't remember if it was ammonia, like Parsons ammonia in it. And I don't remember what kind of cereal it was, you know. But that's basically, New Orleans people are just, I mean, I'm from New Orleans, born and raised, and a lot of voodoo and stuff, and they are not shy about their evil. Black folks doing evil. So tell me how black folks with the fake black Hebrew Israelites called, how are black people's gods chosen? If other races of people hate us and then we hate our own kind and dog our own kind out. Black folks don't like black folks and other races don't like black folks. And even Africans hate us. But black Americans are the most oppressed, and then we oppress each other. It's like a dog-eat-dog world, So New Orleans people just doggone cruel like that, and they're not ashamed about being the gay capital, the murder capital, and the voodoo capital. They're not ashamed, They'll be, a thug will be glad to shoot a 3-year-old child, shoot and kill a 3-year-old child, and then go brag about it. And then post memes on all over social media and have people laughing. Messy Maya was not a 3-year-old, but I remember how cruel what happened was they try to say somebody who was a supposed schizophrenic. I don't want to say schizophrenia, but they try to say that when he was on this guy was on Effexor, and they said that he bragged the next day about killing Messy Maya. Messy Maya was a guy in New Orleans. He wasn't transgender, I don't think, but I guess he was just a fag or whatever. And he had he got a female pregnant, and she had a baby shower. And after that, he attended that baby shower, and after the baby shower, he was shot and killed by a guy who was quote unquote schizophrenic and taking Effexor medication. And then the next day bragged about killing Messy Maya. I forgot what Messy Maya's real name is. And so he got shot and killed, and then they posted in New Orleans, they posted a picture of his dead body on social media, and people made memes of it and mocked and laughed at him. And so Kimora Lee Simmons, Russell Simmons' ex-wife, Kimora Lee Simmons, was outraged about that, you know. But you know, these celebrities don't give a fuck. All they care about is, you know, their own image. So, you know, I mean, I've had a lot of, you know, cruel stuff happen to me. You know, it's like New Orleans people, they'll murder you and then celebrate after. Celebrate right after they killed you. So I mean, and I had to realize New Orleans is very Masonic also, especially in fake Gretna. Freemasonry everywhere you turn. Fake Gretna. So that's my ramble for the night. And so I'm gonna try to, I hope I can get me some sleep tonight. And I'll see y'all.